Hey everyone, my name is Olga and welcome back to my channel. And today we are gonna have an advent calendar overview. This video is part 2, and if you're interested in part 1, it's gonna be right there. And of course, I will leave a link in the description box. So let's go. I think that this video is not gonna be our last video with advent calendars overview because quite many advent calendars haven't been released fully, or we still don't know whether a specific brand is gonna have an advent calendar or no, and when it's gonna be released, and so on. So let's start from something more affordable as usual. And I know that quite many people are curious about Lookfantastic advent calendar. In Germany, we are gonna have only 2 advent calendars, while in the UK, if you live in the UK, you're gonna have 3 different advent calendars. So we more or less know the prices, but we still don't know full content. We know that in Germany we're gonna have these beautiful products inside. 2 products from Wow, Iconic London, Myricks 8, a nice candle, and this beauty from Sol de Janeiro. And this advent calendar should be released on the 1st of September. Of course, I will take, and most likely I will take actually 2 advent calendars from Lookfantastic, and we are gonna unbox them. And we should have in total more than 700 euro. And actually it's related to one advent calendar. The second one seems that we should have a value around 460 euro. We'll see how it goes, and crossing fingers, and I hope that these advent calendars are gonna be good enough, and that we are in Germany, in Europe, that we're gonna have at least some fragrances. Because honestly, having a fragrance as a part of an advent calendar, I think that that's kind of nice, and that's great, trying something new. Next beauty to discuss is going to be Douglas. Douglas recently released 3 more advent calendars, and let me know down below whether you're interested or no. I think that I can take them because they are not that pricey. The first advent calendar is kind of related to bath. We have shower gel here, we have some products for hair, we have as well, what do we have here? Some bars. What's that? I don't know. Okay, this advent calendar actually is not that pricey. It costs around 40 euro, maybe a little bit more, but you can try to catch it on sales and you can take it for 30 plus euro. And actually I think that it might be a nice advent calendar. I like having some shower gels and some body lotions. I use them, of course, I use them, and I like having them. And it's nice having some full-size products here. At least it seems that we have 1, 2, 3 full-size products here, maybe even a bit more. But some products, they look like, not quite sure. We're gonna have some accessories, actually. So that's why I'm like, not quite sure. But in overall, this advent calendar, for 40 euro, looks not bad, let's be honest. The next 2 advent calendars from Douglas are gonna be related to makeup. If you don't know, Douglas has their own brand. And actually this brand is quite nice, but I can't tell you that it's mega affordable, let's be honest. I would say that some prices for some products are close to average, close to medium. And this advent calendar, the first one with an eyeshadow palette, looks quite okay, but again we have quite many different accessories. Don't remember exactly the price. I think that it costs again around 40 euro. I will let you know it right here, and I will show you an exact price. As well, we have a full-size mascara here, an eyeshadow, a liquid eyeshadow, a lip balm, a cream blush, and some lip glosses, and actually we have several lipsticks here. That's okay, that's nice. What I don't really like about this advent calendar is that we have way too many different accessories, and we have spoolie, and actually this spoolie you can easily order from AliExpress. I have quite many spoolies right here because sometimes I use them, but I mean it's just a waste of waste of money if we talk about an advent calendar, a waste of space, and I wish we had something different inside. But in overall, this advent calendar actually looks quite lovely. The second makeup advent calendar from Douglas seems to me not that great as the previous one. First of all, we have less makeup products, so we have again quite many accessories. And have you noticed that some products are just simply the same? Have you noticed it? We have exactly the same pencils here. We have the same eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, the same cream blush, the same lipstick, and the same mascara, actually. So honestly, I don't really think that you need two advent calendars. You can choose one, and it should be enough. Price is more or less the same. I think that the previous one costs a little bit more than this one. And as for me, I would prefer buying the previous one because it seems that it's a little bit better, and at least we have an eyeshadow palette as a part of this advent calendar. So let me know in the comments whether you're interested in these advent calendars or no. Moving on, and the next beauty is going to be from Beauty Bay. And I decided to mention this advent calendar because yes, this time we are gonna have a delivery to Europe. Because last year an advent calendar from Beauty Bay was available only for the UK. And this year, finally they decided to give us a chance, and now we can order this advent calendar to Europe. This advent calendar is still not available, but you can subscribe to a wait list. This beauty looks quite okay, actually. We have several products from Makeup by Mary, not Makeup by Mary, Makeup by Mitchell. We have, as far as you can see, actually 2 blushes from Makeup by Mitchell, and I'm just questioning myself why and what for having 2 shades. But okay, makes sense. These blushes are great. I like them. They're pigmented. It's quite easy to work with them. Please don't apply them directly on face. Stop using it. Stop doing it like this, because quite often you have issues with liquid products because you apply them directly on face. As soon as you stop doing it, you're not gonna have issues anymore. We have an amazing, beautiful palette here. It was limited edition. It was released last year. I have it. It has 9 shimmers, and this palette is gorgeous, especially for this money. We have several Korean products. We have as well, brow wax from Anastasia Beverly Hills again. I mean, this product from Anastasia Beverly Hills, if you buy advent calendars from time to time, we see it way too often. This product is not bad, but first of all, it doesn't work for everyone. Second thing, I mean, it's a little bit boring having the same product all the time. Let's be honest. We have a candle from Neom. I like these candles. They are quite lovely. They are great, and actually they're quite pricey. We have a product from the Inky List from Anue as well. We have a mascara from Huda Beauty. I have it and I don't really like it, honestly. I think that you can find something better. We have a product from Tier, as far as I can see. Philip Kingsley, a well-known product. Lip liner from MAC. It's a full size, super, what do we call this brand? Super Goof, or anyway, I will try to find the picture. Actually, this product is lovely. I've tried it at least several times. I found these. Actually, I've tried several options, and I didn't buy them myself. I just found them in different advent calendars, and yeah, this product is quite okay. Of course, we have Boom Boom Cream. I like it. It's lovely having it here. Price, if we talk about this advent calendar, it shouldn't be that high. I think that it should be around 100 euro. And for 100 euro, it looks actually quite okay. But if you compare this advent calendar to Douglas, I still think that Douglas is a little bit better. Honestly, I mean, this new advent calendar from Douglas is gorgeous. I like it. I'm referring to the one that costs 80 euro and where we have a total value around 400 euro, actually even a little bit more. Rituals. I like Rituals. It's one of my favorite brands. And currently we know only about one advent calendar from Rituals, but normally we have at least 3 different advent calendars from Rituals. Last year I skipped an advent calendar from Rituals. Previously I bought them and I like these advent calendars. What I do like about Rituals, mainly I like designs of these advent calendars. They look so cute, they look so lovely. Products inside are quite great as well. Quite often we have some full-size products, quite often we have quite many travel-size products. And yeah, unfortunately we may have some samples, but not that many. But prices, as normally we have free advent calendars, I can't say that they are way too affordable. Because normally an advent calendar from Rituals that is, they call it luxury. Normally an advent calendar costs around 140 euro and inside you will have around 210, 220 euro. It's still okay, you still receive some value, but it's not like you don't receive double value. You know what I mean? But products inside are quite lovely, and that's why I like advent calendars from Rituals. I like their scents. They are not synthetic, but some are, I do agree, some are not the greatest, but normally they are quite lovely. So waiting for all advent calendars and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I will take one, maybe I will take a small one. Currently not quite sure, but I'm thinking of buying it. Next video is going to be from L'Occitane. Normally I don't take any advent calendars from L'Occitane because you receive just simply samples. Yeah, if you buy a luxury advent calendar from L'Occitane, you may receive some travel sizes, you may receive some full sizes, but not that many, especially for a price. Quite often, an advent calendar from L'Occitane, especially if it's a luxury version, it may cost around 150 euro, sometimes 170 euro, and a total value might be around 200. So it's not that nice. I agree, same thing for Yves Rocher, same thing for Rituals, but at least when you buy an advent calendar from Rituals, you receive more full-size products. With L'Occitane, you receive actually less. But L'Occitane is a nice brand and they have quite many beautiful and nice products. And yeah, I do agree that some products, they smell so great, so good. I don't know, maybe I should take at least one and maybe I should try at least. I think that I have a discount code from my company. I have a full-time job, of course. At least I have 10 or 15% off, so maybe it might be applied to. I haven't tried actually to order directly from the official website, and I do wonder whether my code may work. I will at least check it out when this product is going to be released and when this product is going to be available. I like hand creams from L'Occitane with shea butter. They're so great. Lovely. Let me know what you think about these advent calendars from L'Occitane. By the way, if you're interested in advent calendars from Yves Rocher, Boozyshop and Revolution, I've recently unboxed them and videos should be either available soon or they should have been published already. Not quite sure. If they are published, I will leave links down below in the description box. Moving on, the next beauty is going to be from the Body Shop. Currently, I'm not quite sure about a price. And I don't really know whether we are going to have several advent calendars because previously we had at least 2 or 3 advent calendars from the Body Shop. The thing is that we had different products and different, I would say, sizes. The biggest advent calendar was, of course, the most luxurious advent calendar, and we had more full-size products. And if you buy an advent calendar that is the smallest one, in most of the cases, you're going to have a kind of travel size products here. This one, it seems to me that it is a version with full-size products, but it seems to me that we have way too many shower gels here. So I'm not kind of sure about this product. We have several masks, we have several body butters. Body butters, by the way, are quite nice. And I can barely see what's that. At least it's not written. I think that we have several products for lips as well, and we may have some face masks. Some products from the Body Shop, they are great. Some products, I don't really like them and I don't really get them. But it depends. We all know that quite often brands have perfect products and they may have not the greatest products. So same thing here. Actually, this advent calendar looks quite okay as for me. Next beauty, Nuxe. And it seemed to me that this time an advent calendar from Nuxe looks way better than it was previously. This time, this advent calendar costs £112, so we don't know how much it's gonna be in Europe. And it seems that we are gonna have at least several full-size products. What I didn't like about advent calendars from Nuxe, at least previously, that we had way too many samples, and we had probably one full-size product or two full-size products inside. Here, I can definitely see that we have a full-size lip balm, a micellar water, a brush, and probably a kind of a travel size of their well-known body oil. These body oils from Nuxe, they are so great. They smell so lovely and they are quite nourishing, and you don't have to use a lot. So that's why, as we have a little bit more full-size products this time, I don't know, maybe I should take it and we should check it out. And as well, we have some new products inside, because previously, I would say last year and the year before, and actually maybe in 2020 as well, products were just simply the same. Really. By the way, same thing for L'Occitane. Quite often they just put the same products in advent calendars, and I think that it's not that interesting, especially if if you buy or bought an advent calendars, for instance, last year and this year. Do you really need it? I mean, I don't really think so. Of course, it depends, but it's not that interesting, I would say. Okay, next beauty to discuss is going to be from a makeup brand from Germany. It's called Gin and Land. Actually, this brand is quite lovely. We don't really know amount of products that we are going to have inside. This brand has quite many beautiful shower gels, body lotions. They have hand washes, I think, as well. And this brand has quite beautiful scents. I like them, and I think that they are quite lovely. This advent calendar costs almost 80 euros, so that's why I'm like, not quite sure, but I'm curious. Not quite sure, but yes, I'm curious. Let me know whether you're interested or no. And the design, actually, it looks quite lovely, and it reminds me rituals a little bit, at least advent calendars that rituals had last year, the year before. We have some kind of trees, we have some houses, and yeah, it looks way too similar to rituals. Okay, let me know whether you're interested in this advent calendar or no. Moving on, and it seems that I have more High-end advent calendars left. Okay, moving on, let's talk about this beauty from Babor. Babor, it's a makeup, sorry, not a makeup brand, it's a skincare brand from Germany, well known. And we are gonna have an advent calendar for 85 euro. Well, 85 euro is acceptable, still acceptable, but I don't really think that you're gonna have a nice total value inside. And as far as you can see, we're gonna have just simply different ampoules. Ampoules from Babor are great, they work perfectly. And if you like them, I mean, for 85 euro, having 24 ampoules may work. Actually, may work, and you can save a little bit. But still, I wish we had different products. Because Babor has quite many beautiful and nice products, some face creams, eye creams, and they are lovely and they are quite nice. But if you like ampoules and if you want to try just simply ampoules from Babor, it's an option as well. And honestly, if you buy some advent calendars, some beauty boxes in Germany, or you order, I don't know, some beauty boxes from Germany and some advent calendars, quite often we have a different product from Babor inside them, and quite often we have different ampoules. I still have quite many and I still haven't tried all these products I have. Next beauty to discuss. Okay, let's talk about Benefit. And this lovely advent calendar, it looks quite beautiful. It looks quite interesting. We are going to have some full-size products and we're going to have some travel-size products. But as well, we are going to have some samples, kind of samples. And I'm not really happy about that, knowing the price. Because the price is quite high. It's around 170 euro or even a little bit more. And I mean, buying an advent calendar for almost 200 euro and having samples, it doesn't sound great for me. I think that it's not that nice. At least as for me. Benefit is lovely. I like Benefit. I like their products. I like their bronzers, blushes. Blushes are amazing. They are gorgeous. They are lovely. And it seems that we are going to have a full size of a well-known brow gel. It's perfect. It holds perfectly. It's really a nice product as well. We are going to have a full-size mascara, a bad gal, as far as I can see. It's a nice mascara, but I know that some people don't really like it. It works nicely for me. I like it. And yeah, I think that it's a little bit overpriced as for me. I would prefer paying less, and I would prefer not having samples at all. So yeah, from one side it looks kind of lovely. From the other side, I disagree. I don't really like this price, and I think that it's a little bit too much for this advent calendar. Next beauty from Shiseido. Currently, I don't really know an exact price, and it seems that we are going to have some full-size products and we are going to have some travel-size products, and again, samples. For Shiseido, for YesStyle, for Chanel, for Dior, at some point it is expected, but honestly, I don't really like advent calendars from such brands because I think that they are overpriced, and you can easily buy a nice and beautiful advent calendar for the same money, and you can easily receive more high-end and more beautiful products inside. As an option, Space and Can, Cult Beauty. We are going to discuss them right now. And yeah, if you like Shiseido, it may work. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of skincare from Shiseido because quite often skincare products, they contain alcohol. And I think that they are just overpriced, as for me. I think that it's better to buy a product from Medic 8 or from Murat as an option, from Paula's Choice. I think that skincare products from these brands and from Babor, if you want to. I truly think that they work better than Shiseido. Shiseido has Quite lovely and nice products, but it depends. It depends. I'm a big fan of foundations from Shiseido, especially for dry prone skin, for mature skin. They do some magic, I would say. I like them, and my favorite foundation is this one. It works so great in case of dry prone skin and mature skin. It's so amazing, but it contains niacinamide. So if you have a reaction to it, be careful. For instance, I personally can't use this foundation. I use it when I do someone else makeup, and and it looks so gorgeous on the skin, especially on mature. Actually, it's so lovely. It's weightless. Moreover, it's weightless, and texture is so thin and so amazing. Back to calendar. The design looks great. I can't deny the design looks perfect. It looks beautiful, and we have golden red colors here, and we have some products that are golden and red. That's stunning. It looks beautiful. Let's admit it looks beautiful. YesStyle. This advent calendar looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It looks lovely. I like it, but I currently don't know a price, and I suspect that this advent calendar may cost around 300 euro or something. And I suspect that the price is gonna be around 300 euro because we have a full-size palette here, we have a full-size mascara, we have a lipstick, we have several fragrances, and we have a candle. I like products from YesStyle. I like their makeup products, and actually their fragrances are quite lovely as well. If we compare an advent calendar from YesStyle and Shiseido, I would prefer having an advent calendar from YesStyle because it seems that we are going to have more products, more full-size products. We are going to have some travel-size products, and we are going to have different products. So we are going to have quite many makeup products, and that's nice and that's great. And personally, I would prefer an advent calendar from YesStyle. Quite often an advent calendar from Armani is lovely, and I think that I've seen some spoilers already, but we will discuss this advent calendar next time probably. And yeah, I don't like it. Honestly, I don't like it, but I truly understand that for 300 euro I can buy Space and K, and it's gonna be way better. This beauty is still lovely, and I still like it, and I like the design. We have golden, we have white. It looks stylish. It looks quite okay and quite beautiful. If you wanna try it. And these eyeshadows from YesStyle, I like them, but I know that not all people like them. It's quite easy to work with them, but I know that they can slightly dry out, I would say, despite the fact that they are not creamy. They are powdery, but matte eyeshadows are slightly kind of creamy, and even metallics are slightly creamy. And when they dry out, they are not that great. So ideally, you should use these eyeshadow palettes daily. But the quality is lovely. It's easy to work with them. They don't have a skin texture, and they look perfectly on eyelid. So yes, I do like this advent calendar, and I wish it the price was, I would say, around 200 euro, but I truly understand that it's never going to be 200 euro. Next beauty that I have prepared for you, an advent calendar from MAC. It looks kind of interesting, and of course we are going to have mainly full-size products. I don't know currently a price, but I suspect that again it might be around 250 euro or around even 300 euro. It depends on a specific website. We are gonna have for lipsticks 2 single eyeshadows. The single eyeshadows are great. Lipsticks are great as well. We're gonna have, as well as an extra, some lip care products. I was wrong. We are gonna have some samples, or kind of samples. I think that they are gonna be dedicated to skincare or to primers, and as well. I can definitely see some lip liners. It doesn't look bad, but I'm not that excited, I would say. I wish we had more eyeshadows here because we have way too many lip products. I wish we had more face products because we don't really have that many. We have just a primer as far as you can see and maybe some other stuff like this. But we don't have blushes, we don't have highlighters, we don't have bronzers, and it would be nice having them there. So it doesn't, you know what, when I look at these products, I immediately think about an advent calendar from MAC that was released last year, the year before, and so on. It seems that we just simply have new shades and some new products, just some, and that's it. So that's why I'm not that excited about this advent calendar. Let me know what you think about it. And finally, we're moving to Space NK and Cult Beauty. We finally know products that we are going to have inside. Let's start from Space NK. And I think that this advent calendar is just simply gorgeous. We are not going to have any samples. We are going to have only full-size products and travel-size products. We are going to have quite many amazing and quite, I would say, pricey products. For example, a product from La Mer, product from Tatcha, and we are going to have full-size products from this brand. As well, we are going to have something from Myricks, if I'm not mistaken, K18, Charlotte Tilbury, Olaplex, Gisou. I mean, this advent calendar is perfect. It's gorgeous. And yes, we don't have that many makeup products. I agree. But still, and you know what? I wish we had less lip products, I would say. But yeah, just a sec. 1, 2, 3. 3 lip products. Yeah, it's a little bit too many. Would be great if we had at least one eyeshadow or a small eyeshadow palette. It could have been better. Yeah, I know that we are gonna have an eyeshadow stick from Rare Beauty, but I mean, we could have more as an option. I like this advent calendar and I think that it's gorgeous, but it costs almost 300 euro. That's a little bit sad, but it looks way too good. And honestly, if you need an advent calendar for yourself, don't buy, I don't know, an advent calendar from L'Occitane, from Yves Rocher, and so on. Better to buy this advent calendar because you're gonna have more full-size products and you're gonna have more, and you're gonna have better products, I would say. And our last advent calendar is gonna be from Cult Beauty. This advent calendar costs 275 euro, so a little bit less, and we have more, I would say, makeup products here. I can't say that it's better than an advent calendar from Space & Ka. They are different, and we have different products inside, actually. And if you buy just simply these 2 advent calendars, I don't really think that you need more. Because, I mean, no, we have a lip oil from Gisou in an advent calendar from Space NK and from Cult Beauty as well. So yeah, okay. Anyway, but I think that we have different shades. This advent calendar from Cult Beauty. That's great that we are going to have an eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. The only thing that the palette is a little bit questionable is not, and actually it's not for everyone because the shades are quite bright and colorful. We are going to have a fragrance here from, what do you call this brand correctly? Kayali from Huda Beauty. I haven't tried this one or have a sample of this one. I think that it's way too sweet. It smells like bubblegum or something like this. But still, it's nice having a fragrance in an advent calendar. We are going to have a product from Hermes Beauty. It's a blush. We are going to have an eyeliner, lovely powder from Bytori, as well a blush from Say. I haven't tried this product particularly. And you know what? It's a little bit weird having two blushes, because we are going to have as well a blush from Patrickta. I like this blush from Patrickta. Currently I'm wearing it, but in a different shade, and they are lovely. I like them, but I know that not all people like these blushes, so better, I don't know, better to take an advent calendar and to try. You know what? We're gonna have a highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury here, and an advent calendar from Space NK also has the same highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. Not quite sure about shades, but it might be the same shade actually. Okay, fine. Actually, it looks lovely, but if I had to choose between Space NK and Call Beauty, fun fact, I would choose probably Space NK, because yes, we do have more skincare products there, but we have more, I would say, high-end skincare products there and more interesting skincare products there. As for me, Call Beauty looks lovely, but this time I think that Space NK is better. Okay, it's just my personal opinion. Not quite sure which advent calendar I'll take, because I mean, 600 euro for 2 advent calendars. I mean, that's insane. That's so insane, but they look so lovely. That's the reality as well. Okay. It was our last advent calendar to discuss for today. So let me know down below what you think about all these advent calendars. Do you like them or no? And which advent calendars you're gonna buy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was useful for you. And if so, don't forget to put a thumbs up, and of course consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!